Good afternoon, everybody. Mike Fisk here with We Are Osceola, and we are here at the varsity softball diamond here up by the intermediate school, getting ready for our final home softball game of the season, most likely. Osceola taking on the Rivers Falls, or Black River Falls, excuse me, Tigers tonight. The winner of this game will move on to play Baldwin in Baldwin. So uh, this will be definitely the last home game for these girls. I'm sure they're hoping to be able to extend their season by one more game. Couple of things. First of all, congratulations to both the boys and the girls track teams. They established their dominance in the Middle Border Conference by repeating as conference champions, and both by a sizable margin over the second place team. So congratulations to them. And the guys are down in Hammond tonight, finishing out the regular season, regular conference season. Tomorrow night they will be in New Richmond for a game against the Tigers, a non-conference contest, before they head into the uh, tournaments. And they will be in Amory next Tuesday, I believe it is. I'll double check on that date to play Amory in the first game of the WIAA tournaments. Soccer will be going down to St. Croix Central for their tournament game. They have two games left here in the season. This afternoon or this evening, they will be playing Amory, and I'll be heading down there just as soon as this game is over for the soccer game. And then they play Spooner next week, and then they are off to St. Croix Central for the first game of the WIAA tournament for soccer. So season is winding down here. The girls softball team, the only Osceola team to get a home team game in the first round of the tournament. So congratulations, girls, for that. Also, like to say a huge shout out to our sponsors. You will see them going across the screen throughout the afternoon and tonight. Hopefully, you'll join us for soccer as well. If you're watching from River Falls, by the way, welcome to Osceola. Just a reminder, folks, we are totally reliant on the cell phone signal. And if you live in Osceola, you know what that means. But the game also is being recorded. So if for some reason the cellular signal fails me, as well as the need equipment that keep that from happening, the game will be re-uploaded in its entirety either later on tonight or tomorrow. Also, just like to say a thank you to our sponsors, as I said, for your support throughout the school year. Hard to believe that everything is winding down. We have one more game, and then, well, we have the soccer game tonight, soccer next week, and then we are done with our line or our live streams for the 25-26 season, but winding up for next year. If you would like to be a sponsor of the We Are Network, drop me an email, Mike at the We Are Network.com, or you can just go on to our Facebook page and say you would like to be a part of the We Are family. There's also a QR code there that you can scan that will give you the information that you need on how you can become a member of the We Are family in time for volleyball, football, and boys soccer next fall. So it's hard to believe we're looking at the 26-27 school year already, but that's the way life goes, I guess. I'm going to sign off here for a little bit, but before I do, let's take a look at the two teams that are playing tonight. Black River Falls Tigers come in with a record of 4-16 overall, or 4-16 in the conference, and that's good for fifth place. And they are 7-12 overall. Osceola comes in with a record of 2-10 in the conference, and they are 7-12 overall, and that's good for sixth place in the Middle Border Conference. Excuse me, excuse my throat. Lineups for tonight. First of all, for the Tigers, number 14, Brown, will be in left field, batting second. Number 2, Barra at catcher. Number 3, Oliver, batting third. Number 10, Oliver at third base. Number 18, Barra as the pitcher. Batting sixth, number 8, Apicella, I believe it is. I'm going to have to look up some of these names. I have a hard time reading coach's writing. She is at first base. Batting sixth, number 11, Belial in center field. Batting seventh, Christensen, number 13, and she is the designated hitter. Batting eighth, Wood, number 3, she is in right field. And batting ninth, Roger Holder, I believe it is, number 22, she's at shortstop. And Reitz is number 4, and she is at second base tonight. She is the flex player. For the Chiefs, batting first, Riley Hall, number 2, Riley Hall, she is pitching. Batting second, number 10, Courtney Slechta at short. Batting third, number 23, Sophie Satter at second base. Batting fourth, number 24, Char Ward at first base. Batting fifth, number 28, Ashley Slechta at catcher. Batting sixth, number 21, Jeske at designated hitter. Batting seventh, Emily Tevin, number 25. She is at third base. Batting eighth, Sanders, number 27, in left field. Batting ninth, Miller, number 20, and she's in right field. And Mortensen, number 30, is in center field tonight, and she is the flex player for the Chiefs. So that's our lineups for right now, and I will sign off here for a little bit, let you watch the teams warming up, and doing a re-recording of this game just as soon as possible. Could be a little tricky to get it up today since I've also got soccer, but I'll do what I can. Thanks for listening, everybody. Once again, thank you for your support and patience throughout the school year. And I forget to say it later, have a great summer. And if you want to see a soccer game, stick around on the live stream or come on down to the stadium for that. It's a beautiful night for soccer or for ball at all, any kind. A little windy, but other than that, breeze is a little cool. But game time temperature here for us is 65 degrees. That'll drop down to about 62 degrees for soccer. The wind is at about 10 miles an hour, and out of the feels like out of the east southeast, if I can figure it out watching the flag a little bit. So it's a beautiful night for ball. Sign off, and we will see you all in a bit.
Look, everybody wanna go and talk it. At the same time, gotta walk it. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, divvy up with my homies, and we do it all again. Whenever we get it, there's no hesitation.
And there you have the national anthem, and we are all set to go here with round one of the WIAA tournament. Osceola going up against the Tigers out of Black River Falls. Going over defensively again for the Chiefs. Hall at pitcher, Select at catcher, Ward at first base, Satter at second base, Selecta at shortstop, Tevin at third base, Sanders, Mortensen, and Miller in the outfield. Sanders in left, Miller in right, and Mortensen in the center. So that is defensive alignment for the Chiefs. And Brown, Barrow, and Oliver. I got to check those names here because I can't read Oliver. All right. All right, so it is Barrow. So Brown, Barra, and Oliver to lead off here for the Tigers here in the top of the first. Riley Hall. Riley Hall finishing her warm-up tosses here as we get ready to go. As I said earlier, a beautiful night for ball. Game time temperature about 64 degrees. Drop down to about 62 by the time we're done here. And I'll be heading down as soon as this one is done, heading down to the sports complex for the soccer game. Girls taking on Amory. Girls have one more game left, and that is next week on Tuesday night. They'll be taking on the Spooner Rails in a non-conference contest to warm up for the beginning of tournaments on Thursday, and that will be against St. Croix Central. Hayden Brown, number 14, is stepping in here for the Tigers to get things started. Hall's first pitch, bunted, foul, strike one. That one bunted down third baseline, scooped up over to first, and got her. Sophie Zatter making a nice stop on that one. Brings up Samantha Barra now for the Tigers. First pitch high, ball one. Low and inside, ball two. Ball three. 3-0 to Barra. And strike. 3-1 the count. That one popped up into center field. Mortensen back and makes the grab for the second out. That brings up number 10, Jada Alver for the Tigers. First pitch high, ball one. And that went in for a strike. 1-1 the count. Ball high. 1-2, or 2-1 rather. And there's a grounder to short. Select up with it over to first. Got her. And the Chiefs put him down. 1-2-3 here in the top of the first. Couple of ground outs and a fly to left, or center rather. And the Chiefs will be coming out here shortly. Riley Hall, Courtney Spector, and Sophie Satter for the Chiefs to start things out. Morgan Berg for the Tigers on the mound to get things started here for the Black River Falls Tigers. And Riley Hall stepping in to get things going here for the Chiefs in the bottom of the first. No score here. First pitch high and outside, ball one. Second pitch outside, ball two. That one just on the outside corner is strike one. 2-1 the count to Riley. And there's a shot into left field and caught by the left fielder for the out. Riley gave it a good ride. Nice catch out there and left. Hayden Brown making that catch for the out. Courtney Splector stepping in now for the Chiefs. And first pitch in for a strike. And there's a grounder to second, scooped up over to first for the out. 2 down for the Chiefs here. And Sophie Satter stepping in for the Chiefs. 2 outs, nobody on here in the bottom of the first. First pitch in for a strike. 0-1. Just outside. 1-1 the count. And there's a shot into right field, and that's over the head of the right fielder. That's going to 2. And she's in for a double. Sophie Satter starting out things here for the Chiefs with a double. 2 outs, 1 on here for Shar Ward as she steps up to the plate. Outside, ball 1. And big swings, right. 1-1 the count. And that went high. Ball 2. 2-1 the count to Ward. And there's a pop up into center field and caught by the center fielder. That'll be it for the Chiefs in the bottom of the first. So we'll go to the top of the second inning with the score: Osceola nothing and Black River Falls nothing. And we'll be back. Morgan Berg stepping in here now for the Tigers. First pitch in for a ball inside. That went inside. Ball 2. Ball 3. 3-0 the count to Bird. And there's a shot into left field. That's going to be good for at least one. Morgan rounding first rather, heading to second. And the throw won't be in time. And Berg on second with nobody out. Mackenzie Apicella now up for the Tigers. One on, nobody out here for the Tigers. And first pitch in for a strike. And there's a little blooper into right field. It's going to be good for a base hit. Drops the ball, sending the run. And she's on with a single. But more importantly, Black River draws first blood. Cairo Chi Belial. Not sure how the first name goes. Up to bat. One on, nobody out. One run in here for the Tigers. Pachola down to second. Pitch was in for a strike, so it's 0-1 the count. Ball 1. Strike 2. And there's a pop up into center field. Fly caught in center field for the out. Runner will have to hold at second. And number 13, Evelai Christensen. Not sure how you say the name. First pitch. Outside for a ball. Ball 2. Ball 3. Inside. 3-0 the count. Ball 4, and she walks her on 4 pitches. Kaylee Wood now up to bat for the Tigers. First pitch high, ball 1. One on, or 2 on rather, 1 out here for the Tigers. 1-0 the count. And that went in for a strike, 1-1. Low, ball two, 2-1 the count. And when it gets past like both runners are going to advance. Three and one the count. And that one fouled off. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And ball four, the bases are loaded. Bases loaded, 1 out here for the Tigers. 1 run in here in the top of the second. First pitch in for a strike. Bolger up the bat. And she hits one into center field. That's going to be good for a couple more. 2 on, only 1 out here for the Chiefs. Hayden Brown now up for the Tigers. First pitch outside for a ball. One and one. 3 runs in, 2 on, 1 out here for the Tigers at the top of the second. And that one low, ball 2. Ball 3. And there's a foul tipped. Full count now to Bolger. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 2 on, 3 in for the Tigers here in the top of the second. And ball 4, Riley walks. Bases all loaded up again. This time for number 2, Samantha Barra. 1 out, and the base is full of Tigers. First pitch low. Selecta doing a good job of keeping that one in front of her. And that went in for a strike. 1 and 1. And there's a shot up the middle. That's going to score a couple more. 1 more, I guess. He held the other runner up. So the base is still loaded, and Osceola is going to call a timeout. See if we have a pitching change coming up. We'll take a short break. We'll be back.
My career journey started at Northwood Technical College. I'm a business management graduate, and I'm proud of my education here. I transferred to a four-year college where I earned a bachelor's in management, then went on to law school. I'm now an attorney and chief operating officer of a sovereign nation wealth fund. I work remotely across the country providing business resources for 2 tribes. I chose to start my education at Northwood Tech because I could earn credits towards my bachelor's. All associate degrees have a 4-year path. Choose your path and experience success.
And Riley Hall steps back into the second base position as Sophie Satter stepping into pitch. She's pitched a couple of times and done a nice job. 4-0. Bases loaded with 1 out here in the top of the second. And Jordan King heading out to first base as a courtesy runner. Bases loaded, 1 out, 4 runs in here in the top of the second. Jada Olver up to bat. Sophie Satter ready on the mound, and here we go. First pitch outside for a ball. Inside, ball 2. High ball through. And pickoff throw down to third. Almost got her. 3-0 the count. And another run coming in off the walk. Makes it 5-0 now. Base is still loaded with 1 out. Morgan Berg back up to bat. First pitch in for a strike. Outside, ball 1. 1-1 the count. That one popped into left field and caught. And sending a runner in from third base, and she scores. 2 outs now with runners on first and second. Mackenzie Apicella up for the Tigers. That one fouled on the right field line. Strike one. And ball 1-1. Oh, he called that a strike. I think he called it a ball. Strike two. Must have just caught the outside corner. It looked like it was outside to me. 0-2 the count. And that one inside. 1-2. 2 outs, 2 on, 6 runs in here in the second for the Tigers. That one fouled back. Count remains 1-2. And strike three. And the Chiefs are finally out of the inning, but not before they give up 6 runs. And go to the bottom of the second now with the score. Black River Falls 6, Osceola nothing. And we'll take a short break. Be right back. And Ashley Select ready to step in here, get things started for the Chiefs in the second inning. They got a hole to dig themselves out of, giving up 6 runs in that second inning. And here we go. That one popped into right field and caught for the out. Addison Jeske now, the designated hitter tonight, steps up to bat. Just a reminder, we'll be heading down just as soon as this one's over for the soccer game. First pitch in for a strike. That one just outside. Ball one. 1-1 the count to Addison. Outside. Ball two. That one just caught that outside corner. 2-2 the count. Outside. Full count. And called third strike on that outside corner. 2 outs. Brings up Emily Tebbett now for the Chiefs. 2 down here in the second. Ball inside, gets away from the catcher, no harm done. Ball 1. High. Ball 2. And that one hit into left field. That's going to drop for a hit. And Devon's on with a single. Grace Sanders now up to bat. 1 on, 2 outs here in the second. Chiefs down 6-0. And that one fouled off. Strike 1. And there's a bunt on the third baseline. Foul. Strike 2. And that one high. Goes runner down to second. It goes into center field. They're going to try and get her at third. And she holds up there. So Tevin all the way up to third base. Oh, and 2 the count. 1 and 2 the count. Two outs, 1 on here for the Chiefs. And strike 3. And that's going to be it for the Chiefs. We go to the top of the third with the score. The Tigers 6 and the Chiefs nothing. And we'll be back shortly. Lyle, the center fielder, stepping in here for the Tigers. First pitch in for a strike. Inside ball one. 1-1 the count to Belial. And that one inside, ball two. And strike. 2-2 the count. Big swing there by Berg. Belial, rather. And swing and a miss, or a called third strike, rather. 1 out here for the Tigers in the third. Satter getting her first strikeout of the day. Evelyn Christensen up now for the Tigers. 1 out, nobody on. And that went in for a strike. And there's a slow roller down to second base, over to first for the out. And 2 down now for the Tigers. Kaylee Wood now up to bat. She is the right fielder this afternoon. 2 out, nobody on here, the third. Satter's first pitch just inside, ball one. That one just missed. And there's another slow roller to first. And she makes it out. And it's 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the fourth now. Char Ward doing a nice job there of taking that one unassisted. Miller, Hall, and Selecta, the scheduled batters here to get things started in the bottom of the third. Chiefs down by 6. Really just that one inning. They gave up 6 runs in the second. Winner of this game will play on next week in Baldwin against the Blackhawks. First pitch outside for a ball. Baseball team is down in Hammond tonight, finishing out the regular conference season. They'll have a non-conference game in New Richmond before they start tournaments in Amory next week. Second pitch outside, ball 2. And the soccer team finishes up their conference season tonight with a game here. As soon as I'm done here, I'll be heading down to that against Amory. And then they will head off to St. Croix Central, or they'll have a game next week against Spooner, non-conference one, to finish the regular season out. And then they will head off to St. Croix Central for the first round of the WIAA tournament there. So that's kind of where we're at with that. That one looked high, but it's called strike. And congrats to the track teams, both boys and girls dominating the Middle Border Conference to claim the conference championship in both of those. 2-2 the count here. Outside, full count. To Brooklyn Miller. And she grabs the walk. And Riley Hall stepping in now. Nobody out. One on here for the Chiefs. First pitch in for a strike. And there's a shot to third, over to second for one, over to first, but not in time. So one out and one on here for the Chiefs. And that'll bring up Courtney Slechta for the Chiefs. First pitch outside for a ball. Ball one. And that one fouled off. Strike one, 1-1 to count. And the umpire is going to take a little time to brush off the plate, plus the fact that he kind of got hit in the noggin there on that one. Bounced off the catcher and off of his mask and up to the screen. That's why we wear masks and helmets. And there's a shot to the short. And Riley's going to hit the third. And runners on the corner. One out and two on. That was a good hit. Shortstop made a gallant effort of trying to stop that one, but it just took a nasty hop just about the time she got it. Sophie Satter up now for the Chiefs. Two on, one out. Runners at the corners. Satter hit a home run earlier in the season. That'd be nice about now. And safe at her third. First pitch in for a strike. Runner advanced to second on that one. There's a shot back to the pitcher. And that's going to load the bases up with one out. And Shar Ward coming up to bat. One out, bases loaded with Chieftains. Shar Ward at the plate. Bottom of the third, 6-0 Tigers. And there one's popped up into shallow left. Coming in for the catch. Runners aren't going to be able to advance. Bases loaded now for Ashley Slechta. Two outs. First pitch low, ball one. And there's a shot down. It's going to be foul. Strike two, or strike one rather. 1-1 the count. One ball, one strikes, two outs. Bases loaded here for the Chiefs in the third. There's a shot. It's going to be up the middle. It's going to score one. It's going to score two. As the fielder bobbled the ball. Makes it a 6-2 game now with two outs and two on for the Chiefs. And Addison Jeske up to bat. Designated hitter today. First pitch outside, ball one. Ball two. 2-0 the count to Addison. 3-0. And she's walked, and then ball gets away from the catcher, but it really won't do much damage as bases are going to be loaded with two outs. And Emily Tebman up to bat now for the Chiefs. Two outs and bases loaded again here for the Chiefs. They had them loaded up earlier in the inning. And first one in, first strike. That would hits the batter, so that's going to bring in another run. So Tebman credited with an RBI on that one. One of the easier RBIs she'll ever get. Grace Sanders up to bat now. 3-run game here in the third. And Grace Sanders up to the plate. Two outs, bases loaded. Strike one. Yep, there's a shot to second. Bobbled. And got her running to second. And that's going to be it. But not before the Chiefs come up with three. So go to the top of the fourth now with the score. Osceola 3 and Black River Falls 6. And we'll be back shortly. Evelyn Bolger in for the Tigers now. Pitch in for a strike. Evelyn, the shortstop today. Strike two. Swing and a miss. And there's a slow roller at first. No problem there. One out. Little slow roller down to Shar Ward. Able to take that one easily for the out. One down here in the fourth for the Tigers. And Hayden Brown up now for the Tigers. She is the left fielder for the Tigers. And first pitch in for a strike. And that one fouled off. Strike two. Sophie Satter doing a good job here, stepping in for Riley Hall on the mound. And went outside. Ball one. 1-2 the count. And high. Ball two. 2-2. Strike three. Satter rings up another strikeout for the Chiefs. That's two outs now here in the fourth inning. And Samantha Barra up to bat for the Tigers. Samantha is the catcher this afternoon. First pitch swung on, foul down the third base line. Strike one. That one popped out behind us. Fouled off out of play. Strike two. And that was just inside. 1-2 the count. And that one fouled off. Counter remained 1-2. So Barra doing a good job in the box, staying alive on this one. Strike three. He rings up another one. So Sophie with two strikeouts in this inning. We go to the bottom of the fourth now, and after 3.5, it's Osceola 3 and Black River Falls 6. And we'll be back shortly. And here we are, ready to go. Bottom of the fourth, 3-run game here. Brooklyn Miller up to bat here for the Chiefs. First pitch in for a strike. Just caught the outside corner. There's a shot to third, scooped up. Over to first for the out. Jada Oliver making that play. And Riley Hall up now for the Chiefs. 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. Down by 3. Gets away from the catcher. Ball 1. There's a shot up the middle. Oh, nice snag there by the shortstop for the out. Did a great job on defense of snagging that one and getting the throw over there. Looked to me like it was going to get up the middle, but it didn't make it. Great play there by shortstop. Evelyn Bolger with that play. And strike 1 to Courtney Slechta. There's a shot to second. Bobbled by the second baseman. And didn't get it. That's why we teach the kids to run every play out. You never know what's going to happen. Nice attempt there at second base. Sophie Satter now stepping into the box. 2 outs, 1 on here for the Chiefs. Sophie stepping in at pitcher in the second inning, and doing a great job. First pitch, strike 1, just on the outside corner. Ball 1, outside. High ball. And safe at second. Throw was high, so good jump on the ball there by Slechta. 2 balls and 1 strike here now to Satter. Outside. Ball 3. 3-1 the count. There's a shot to short. Scooped up. Over to first for the out. And the Chiefs are down here in the fourth. Go to the top of 5 with the score. Black River Falls 6, And Osceola 3 will be back shortly. Jade Oliver, the third baseman for this afternoon, up to bat here. Sophie Satter is still on the mound for the Chiefs. 6-3 game in the top of the fifth. First pitch on the outside corner, strike one. High ball one. 1-1 the count. Just a reminder, as soon as I get down here, I'll be hustling down to the Sports Center for soccer against Emery tonight. Final conference game of the season. Went inside, just missed hitting the batter. 2-1 the count. And there's a little blooper back to pitcher for the out. Sophie taking that one on her own. And Morgan Berg now stepping in for the Tigers. First pitch just outside, ball one. And that went in for a strike. 1-1 to count. Strike. Swing and a miss. 1-2 to Berg. Outside, ball two. 2-2 the count. And outside again. Full count now to Berg. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the fifth. And strike 3, and Satter strikes out another one. I think that's her third strikeout of the night, if I remember right. Don't have the book right in front of me. Mackenzie Apicella up now for the Tigers. The first baseman tonight. And first one in for a strike. And that one pops straight up and caught by Selecta at short. And that'll be it for the Tigers going to the bottom of the fifth with the score Osceola 3 and Black River Falls 6. And we'll take a quick break. We'll be back. And Charward stepping in now for the Chiefs to get things started here in the bottom of the fifth, down by 3. And first pitch popped up into left field and caught by the left fielder for the first out. Ashley Slecht up now to bat for the Chiefs. Outside, ball 1. There's a shot to short and through the leg of the shortstop and out into left field. And Slecht on for a base hit. Brings up Addison Jeske now for the Chiefs. 1 out, 1 on here for the Chiefs in the bottom of the fifth. Down by 3. And first pitch, strike 1. Swing and a miss. Oh and 2 the count. That pitch was a strike. 0 and 2 to Addison. And strike 3. And Addison strikes out. 2 outs now for the Chiefs. Emily Tevin back up to bat. 1 on, 2 outs here in the fifth. First pitch high and outside. Ball 1. And she wanted that one. See her tensing up, getting ready to swing, and she held back, thinking she wishes she'd gone ahead and swung at it. 1-1 to Tevin. Here's the pitch, and that hits her. Oh, wait, she's getting out of the way of that one. So 2 on now, and 2 outs for the Chiefs. And Grace Sanders up to bat. Tying run at the plate for the Chiefs. Just a reminder, soccer game starts at 7. I'm going to try and get down there right away for that. May run a little bit late with this one. We'll see what happens. I've been pretty good at getting there on time. One night I didn't, but that was a long game. Strike one. Outside, ball one. 1-1 the count. Outside, ball two. 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, 2 on here for the Chiefs in the 5th. And there's a shot down to first, scooped up by the first baseman, and that's going to be it for the Chiefs. We go to the top of the 6th. They've been 2 on tonight. With the score, Osceola 3 and Black River Falls 6, and we'll be back. And number 11, Shilacree Belial stepping up. I had to ask how to pronounce the name. I'm not that smart. At any rate, we're all ready to go here. Top of the 5th. Black River Falls 6, Osceola 3, and we're all ready to go here. And we fouled off, strike one. Sophie has done a great job coming in. These 6 runs that Black River has are all credited to Riley. Sophie came in and she's pretty well shut him down so far. Strike two. That one looked awfully high and outside, but umpires are never wrong, right? And that one looked right down the pipe. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Must have been a little low. And popped up into center field and caught by Mortensen. One down here for the Tigers in the sixth. Inside ball one. This is Avonlea Christensen up here for the Tigers. And strike one. 1-1 the count. And there's a hit down the right field line out of play. Strike two. Inside ball two. And fouled off. Count remains 2-2. As soon as this one's over, I'll be heading down to the sports complex for soccer against Amory. Inside ball three. Full count now to Christensen. And that one fouled into right field. Foul ball. Long foul. Count remains full. And that one also fouled and down the right field line. Foul. Still 3-2. And strike three. Called third strike. And Sophie rings up another one. Rings up another Tiger. Kaylee Wood now up to bat. She is the right fielder for the Tigers tonight. First pitch in, ball one. Inside. And there's a shot to second. Scooped up. Over to first for the out. 1-2-3. And she's the Tigers down. And we go to the bottom of the sixth. Scoreboard says 5, but I'm pretty sure it's the bottom of the sixth inning. And it is 6-3. And the Chiefs will be coming up to bat shortly. And Brooklyn Miller stepping in now for the Chiefs to get things started. Morgan Berg still in the mound for the Tigers. Bottom of the sixth. 6-3 Black River. First pitch in, swing and a miss. Strike one. Winner of this game plays in Baldwin next week. Outside, ball one. High, ball two. And strike two. 2-2 the count. And call third strike. And Brooklyn goes down. Riley Hall now at bat for the Chiefs. One out here in the sixth. Down by 3. First pitch in for a strike. Just a reminder, I will be heading down for the soccer game immediately after this one. Thank you, sponsors, for your support. And good luck to whoever wins here. Of course, I hope it's Osceola, but moving on into the turn, Riley Hall hits one over to short. Scooped up over to first for the out. 2 down. Brings up Courtney Slechta for the Chiefs. That one fouled off down the first base line for a strike. First baseman doing a great job of trying to get over there for that one. Oh and 1 to count to Slechta. 2 outs here in the sixth. There's a shot to short, or second rather, up and over to first. And the Chiefs are down 1-2-3. Go to the top of the seventh now with the score. Black River Falls 6, Osceola 3. And we'll be back. Top of the seventh, Tigers up by 3. Evelyn Bolger in for the Tigers. Sophie Satter on the mound. She's done a great job coming in. First pitch in for a ball. Ball one. I'd like to thank you fans for your support throughout the year. And again, I apologize, especially with baseball and softball, for the signal issues that we've had. Strike one. Soccer tonight and soccer next week, and we will be done with our live streams for the school year. Strike two. And just inside, just missed. 2-2 the count. Three and two. Swing and a miss. Zatter rings up another one. Wish I'd been keeping track. I think that's like her fourth strikeout tonight. Ball one. Hayden Brown up to bat here for the Tigers. And strike on the outside corner, 1-1. Fouled off, strike two. And another strikeout. It brings up another one. That's two in this inning. Sophie is on a roll. Number two, Samantha Barra up now to bat. 2 outs here in the seventh. Tigers out to their final out here in the seventh inning. Slow roller to short, scooped up, over to first, and past the first baseman. And on the throwing error, the Tigers get some blood. Jada Olver now up to bat for the Tigers. 2 outs, 1 on. Courtesy runner coming in for the Tigers, and she's wearing a coat, so I have no idea what her number is. I'd like to thank you watching from the Black River Falls area as well. Welcome to Osceola. First pitch in for a strike. And there's a full roller into right field. That'll be good for a base hit. And on the overthrow, both runners advance up to second and third. So 2 on, 2 outs here now for the Tigers. Morgan Berg now up to bat for the Tigers. 2 outs, 2 on here in the seventh. Anything out of the infield is at least 1 run. And there's a slow roller to short or second base. That's going to be good for a hit and 2 more runs. And that error at second base. And so now it's an 8-3 game. 2 outs. Mackenzie Apicella up to bat for the Tigers. A couple of errors here in the seventh inning and responsible for those runs. That one fouled off, strike one. It's really too bad, too, because Sophie has done a great job of pitching here. It's always hard when the people in the field don't back that up, but she's pitched a great game. That one popped out of play, strike two. Fouled off. Count remains 0-2. To Apicella. And there's a shot into left field. Caught for the third out. Unfortunately, though, the Tigers come up with two more runs in the seventh. So going into the bottom of the seventh now, the Chiefs have three more outs. And the score, 8 for the Tigers and 3 for Osceola. Just a reminder, as soon as we're done here, I'll be heading down to the sports complex for the soccer game against Amory. Again, thanks for watching, everybody. And the winners here will go on to Baldwin next week. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Baldwin is the number one seed in our region. Down to the last three outs here for the Chiefs. They need 5 runs just to stay in it. First pitch outside, ball 1. Outside to Sophie, 2 balls and no strikes. And there's a high pop up into center field and caught by the center fielder for the first out. And Shar Ward up now to bat. There's a shot into center field. That's going to go all the way to the wall. So Ward with a double to keep things alive here for the Chiefs. And Ashley Slechta now up to bat. And Shar coming out. She got a little limp to her. I don't know if she got hurt sliding into second or what. Emily Sanders on her way out to run at second base. Courtesy runner. Ashley Selecta steps in. 1 out, 1 on here in the 7th. Down by 5. And that one popped up. Great catch by a fan up here in the stands. Strike 1. And when it gets past the catcher, Ward is heading to third, and she'll make it. 1-1 the count. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on here for the Chiefs. Down by 5 in the 7th. And that one gets past the catcher. They're going to send Shar, though. And now they're going to send Shar. That's a little bit late. It's not Shar either, because Shar is it was Emily Sanders. First sending her, then not, then sending her. It's all good. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 on here for the Chiefs, 1 out. And Ashley Selecta waiting for her turn. Two balls, 1 strike, 1 on, 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th, down by 5 for the Chiefs against the Black River Falls Tigers. First round of the WIAA tournament for softball. Morgan Berg on the mound. She's pitched the whole game, done a great job here for the Tigers. There's a shot and foul down the right field line. Strike 2, 2 to the count. To Ashley. And there's a little roller and no play being made. So Selecta makes it up to first. Runners at first and third, 1 out. Ava Giller up to bat. First pitch in for a strike. That pitch out in left field. That's going to score a run. Pitch was a ball. And now we have a runner at second and 1 out. 1-1 to Giller. And that one popped out of play. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And called third strike on Giller. Brings up Emily Tebben now. She's down to 1 out. 2 outs, 1 on here, down by 4. I'm going to hustle out of here as soon as this one's done. Head down to the soccer field. We'll see you there. That one popped up out of play. Strike 1. Inside. Ball 1. 1-1 the count. Inside. Ball 2. And it's the right. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 1 on here for the Chiefs in the bottom of the 7th, down by 4. And that hits her. She's going to take a base. 2 on, 2 outs. Grace Sanders up to bat. Inside. Ball 1. There's a slow roller around the first base. This should do it. And so the final score here, Osceola 4, Black River Falls 8. And I'm going to head down to the softball field or soccer field.